early evening, and I was like, you know what, let's play some. First of all, let's do the usual beg for likes and subscribes. And we are playing Kerbal Space Program today because, you know, I haven't played this game for like in 2 weeks, so probably want to continue our journey there. Let's roll the intro. Alright. So, you know, whatever questions you have, just post them in the chat. Doesn't have to be Kerbal Space Program related. This is probably my least well-doing series kind of on my channel, but you know, I just like the game, I just like to play it. And so I would like to take this mission. Ferry 3 tourists, orbit around Kerbal, fly by the man, orbit around Kerbal, actually we could do that. Just a flyby the man. Conduct temperature surveys of Eve. Measure temperature, meters near sector. Okay. In flight. So this would be an atmospheric Eve mission. Nah. Rather not stay too long on Eve, to be honest. We do not want more satellites around the man. Observational. Take a crew report, crew report, crew report. Above 7,000. Above. That's easy. Actually, we probably could do that. Let's save the game first. How about that? Save game. And then, yes, quick save 14. And then let's see where those are. Just to, you know, check out whether we want to do those. So we have lots of missions going on. I'll get to that in a second. No, just let me... actually, since we are going to try to rescue that guy, it's probably not too bad of an idea to keep those. Actually, do I really want to do these? Nah, let's reload. Don't want to do those. Not too interested in the man anymore, to be honest. I mean, we last time pretty much unlocked quite a lot of tech here, including the blue can box thing, which does measurements which are biome related, and you'll see why I do not intend to do further man missions. This is because yeah, that's something else. This is the Kerbal Polar Orbiter. Let me show you this quickly. Pretty much we have 3 times such a craft launched last episode, kind of. And this one of Kerbal, yes, this one is heading for a like, this one is going to go on that orbit around Kerbal, polar orbit, further out than the moon sphere of influence, hopefully. So that thing, let me show you. So has to have a mystery goo on the thing. That's the mystery goo. And then we have the blue box thing on that stage. So since we are in a polar orbit, we are going to take lots and lots and lots of those measurements and then store them within this experiment storage unit. And then this craft is going to return to Kerbal, hence the heat shield, and bring them back to us so we don't lose any science. Because science of that thing is actually kind of interesting. So without losing any science, we are going to have the full science impact. And we have 3 of those craft. Like one is heading for this orbit, then another one, where is it? I think that's that one. That's the Man Polar Orbiter. Same deal, just no mystery goo unit, instead this Science Junior, because unarmed Science Junior here, polar orbit of the Man. Same deal, again we have the blue box on that thing, where is it? There, the ravioli thing. And then this, if we have taken enough of those measurements, this is also going to bring them back to Kerbal, so we again don't lose any science. And then we have a mission, Flyby Minmus. Now Flyby Minmus, that should be that one. Where is it? Yeah, that's the Minmus Polar Orbiter. Same deal again. So pretty much we are going to get all the gravioli measurements. Where is the gravioli box on that thing? That's better. There's the gravioli box on that thing. So this also is going to bring them back to Kerbal. So pretty much we are going to, hello, map. Thank you. So pretty much of all our 3 bodies, Kerbal, the Man and Minmus, we are going to take all the gravioli data from polar orbits and at the same time leave relay satellites up there. So then there is another mission, or 2 actually, which are related to tourism. 10 tourists in there, 2 missions, doing them all at the same time. And so all I want to do today, yeah, there you see them, like, so we just need to land on the Man and fulfill these, and while we're at it, we are going to save German Kerman. Just need to find a spot where we can land properly. Where is the Man actually? Should be coming up somewhere. Yeah. So that's what we are working on. Meaning we should have 4. Yeah, in 11 minutes this thing needs a timer. I think that is linked to this craft. Yes. So we still have 11 minutes of time. Let me show you what I have planned in the meantime. Which is why it required that we take the Spark mission. Because we still have build, no. Tests Spark liquid fuel engine Kerbal launch site. Test the hydraulic detachment manifold landed on Kerbal. Nothing easier than that. Let's put something together like such. Batteries, a parachute, a small tank, the spark engine, then 2 of those manifolds, I guess, like such. And now we need to create proper staging, and then let's do this mission. Probably not the best idea. Yeah, that looks about right. Actually, let's turn this off. We just need to land. Because one of those missions, yes, that's tested. Okay, awesome. So as soon as this thing is landed, we can then do that one. Actually testing it twice, but whatever. I love the cost efficiency, like doing multiple missions in one go. And then pretty much with having this relay network set up with all these high-end antennas that we unlocked recently, we are prepped for, I guess it's the Kerbal endgame, like getting all the proper crafts together and such, then building stations and such. And actually getting into proper SSTOs and SSTAs. Plop. There we go. And awesome. Science deployed seismic. Yeah. We still have that thing going. And then we can recover that thing. Awesome. 2 more missions done. Easy as pie. Love it. What's that? Untitled spacecraft debris, recover that. Awesome. So, what's next on our... Oh, hold on. Since we finished some missions. VIP, plant flag on the man. We can plant a flag on the man. We can do that because we are going to land there anyway. VIP, fly by the man, land on the man. No. Okay, well done. So, who's next on the list? Action require man approach. Approaching SOE change. Okay, so that would be the man orbiter thing. Yes. SOE change would be that thing, which is heading for Minmus. Alright, yeah, sure. And action required, switch to... That is the Kerbal polar orbiter, alright. So set timer. This is our tourist mission. Alright. And that thing goes off in 8 minutes. How come? What's happening in 8 minutes? Ah, because... Yeah, we actually want to orbit around the Mun. This is 3 hours out. This is 5 hours out. So this is 1 day. 1 day and 27 minutes. Let's set the timer. Create alarm. 1 day. And 35 minutes. Link to this vessel and then go what shall we do then? Prepare to burn retrograde to orbit. Let's say approach Mun orbit. Yeah, I mean, why not? Add alarm. Approach Mun orbit, so we can delete that one. And then let's... Action required, let's switch to that. So this is the Kerbal polar orbiter. So this getting there takes longer than this getting over yonder. Oh, because it's getting so slow, right? You know what? Let's just speed up time. I mean, why not? Actually, hold on. Let's slow down time. Let's zoom further out. Don't we have... There is another craft out there. Mun Mission 1 debris. Are you going to come back? No, you are not. We really, like, it's really about time we are doing some debris collection. Holy crap. What's this? Are you... Nah, you're not. Whatever. Do we need all these? No. Com network. Comnet none. Okay, whatever. Can't we switch like just the important ones? Why am I showing all? Ah, perhaps because we have not... Have we upgraded everything? Let's check. I mean, we have a few million to spend. So let's upgrade this to the full thing. Probably now we can. Can we upgrade this? No, this is fully upgraded. Can we upgrade this? We could upgrade this. What's that? We could upgrade that. Don't need it. We could upgrade that. This is fully upgraded. This is fully upgraded. How about we upgrade our runway? Is this fully upgraded now? No. Okay. Max vessel size unlimited. Okay. Do we need to upgrade unlimited active Kerbals? Yeah, I mean, we have the money, so let's do that. Let's up. Is this upgradable? No, not anymore. But we can upgrade. No, actually, we should upgrade that thing. That is... I don't care. Let's upgrade that. And then let's finally also upgrade that. This is fully upgraded. So pretty much we now have the fully upgraded... except for that thing. Let's also fully upgrade that. So now everything's fully upgraded. Awesome! Not sure if that was a wise investment, but whatever. So, how are you guys doing? Looks like I'm actually right now talking to myself. Yes, as said, probably not the most popular series on my channel. So who's next on the list? Action required. That would be that one. Oh, right, and we have to send out... Yeah, that's what I actually wanted to do. We probably should do that. We have to send out a... Let's check the log thing, actually. Build unmanned probe. No, Sentinel here. Map certain asteroids endangering Kerbal with a Sentinel infrared telescope. Sensor infrared. Reach designated orbit around the sun. Okay. Map certain asteroids. That's going to take a long time. So that's pretty much it. That's all we need to do. Okay. I mean, of course, we are also going to treat this as a relay thing. Because, like, why not? Like such, and then batteries, like such. Actually, as we should do this as a we don't have the bigger batteries yet. Interesting. You know what? Let's load one of those designs that we don't save. The not first orbit and Kerbal orbiter, is that the one? No. Load Kerbal polar orbiter. How about that one? Yeah, that looks about right. I mean, we do not need a scanner. Definitely don't need the scanner. Because we are never going to mine from the sun. So let's remove that. And also let's remove that. And then we also are not going to... Does the sun have biomes? I don't know. Actually, let's reroute from there. Hold on. Reroute. Then let's remove that. Yeah, we are recollecting our first stages. Doing a pretty good job about those. Why do we have so much energy here instead of... Oh. Let's put this to the side. Don't need that. what we would need is that thing. And then let's attach this back there. Good, good, good. So pretty much, yeah, the solid booster tanks are going to get dropped. That's all right. But we are going to recover these stages with the skipper engine and such, which is quite like has some value. Actually, let's make this a thing for both sides. Yeah. That's hopefully going to work. And then we need this, where is it? That thing. Probably we want to I put lots of power in here, so that should suffice, but eventually we want to bring those actually to the lower end. That should do. Because here, because of that thing being so big, that would probably end up in the shadow. So yeah, let's rename. Sorry, let's rename that. This is the asteroid finder. Let's check the staging, because staging is always a thing. So, the skipper engine and those 4 solid rocket boosters, alright, then they get detached, alright. Then we are doing the entire thing here. Then all the thingies and detach that stage, yes, works. And then this is starting. That should work. Question is this going to be enough fuel to get us into a solar orbit? You know what? Let's make sure. How about that? And then let's re-edit the fairing. Edit fairing. Hello. Zoom out. Hello. Up, 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 up. Hey, how's it going, man? The family gummy. Always check your staging kits. Yep, absolutely. Come on, move out, move out. Yeah, one less. Back, back. Let's go like such, such. Such should work, but we are getting a little bit heavier than usual, so I'm wondering, the skipper still has lots of power, so I wonder, like, get another, like one of these in there, like such. That should do it. So yeah, so the asteroid finder, let's save that and let's launch it. Thanks for tuning in, man. Hot chocolate's still hot. So boost, go, flip over, go 90 degrees, 90 degrees. And then actually go like, follow the apoapsis. Oops. Stuff exploding left and right. We probably do not need that much power right now. I mean, all we want to do is accelerate, accelerate, accelerate. So yeah, probably we should just accelerate. I mean, this is going to be a pretty rough re-entry for our stage here. But I think it will manage. Not sure though. Yeah, it's getting wider. Where's the apoapsis? 300, 400k, then 450, 500, 600, 650. Okay, so that's yeah, you are going to come in pretty hot. Okay, let's detach all the fairing. Let's hit that next stage and then burn. Until we are on a escape velocity. Shouldn't take that long. I mean, man is still pretty far out, but whatever. We are now burning with the Nerf rocket, and we have sun. Oh, hold on. Let me quickly. Do I have them on a? Why is this song starting in the middle? There we go. Do we have action group controls? No. Bummer. So let's open these manually. Extend antenna. Extend solar panel. Extend solar panel. Extend solar panel. Extend solar panel. That's pretty much all we have to do now. Grand and glorious. So let's see. Escape velocity. Come on. Because that's have a sentinel node. Need to reach a specific orbit. Yeah, whatever. Ah, tip. Anything that does that. Rip anything that does that. Does what? Okay, we are getting close. Okay, we are on an escape trajectory. Hold on. There we go. Map. So, what is our orbit around the sun? Ah, there we go. Okay, we are kind of burning in the wrong direction. Doesn't matter. We are going to get there somewhere. I mean, we still have 2516 delta V left. So, can we activate this? Start object tracking? No. Solar orbit. Yeah, get it. So when are you going to switch the sphere of influence? That's the important question. Right. Kerbal, yes. So where's our craft? Ah, we were accelerating forwards, so that was the issue. So this is going to happen in 5 days, 4 hours. Let's just say 6 days. Create 6 days. Link to vessel. Adjust orbit. Add alarm. Nothing's gonna happen in the meantime. So who's next? This starts in 4 hours and 36 minutes. Actually, were you present already when I explained how these work? Rip everything that does that. Oh, right. You know what we still need to monitor? We need to monitor the re-entry of that thing. Switch to that. Turn that off. So all of the things are popped. This is going to become a harsh one, I feel. Because we are pretty much just dropping to the surface in a pretty straight line. So hardly any time to slow down. Well, let's hope it survives. We have so much space junk around here. So looking forward when we have the first, when we can build proper SSTOs and collect all that stuff. Or actually reuse it. Or something like that. You know what? You probably want to turn sideways. So that you have a bigger Yeah, told you. It's going to become really hot. But we are slowing down drastically as well. Oops. Well, that was our engine. Yeah, the angle was a bit too steep. But at least, I mean, the probe core cost something, and you know, all that stuff cost something. Shouldn't be too bad. But I mean, that was expected. We were like straight falling down, like not coming in at an angle, pretty much a straight falling down. That is, we could have orbitalized and all that stuff, but what? Why? I mean, technically, what we could have done is keep a little bit of the fuel in there and then push it sideways so it would come down at a less steep angle. But on the other hand, like, I mean, we are already rich, so whatever. Should we provoke the Kraken? Like, speed this up a bit. Chutes are opening, okay. Really? We have 3 chutes down here. There's hardly any weight. And then just 2 chutes up there. Why are you still dropping down with that end? I don't understand. Actually, I reused them quite a lot of times, but this time I failed because of the steep angle. Like all the, I'll show you in a second. All the other polar orbit missions I shoot up with pretty much the exact same stage, and with these they are basically working as air brakes. I saved like these with the engine like 3 times now at least. And yes, I am trying not to pollute the space around Kerbal anymore. Just because of, yeah, we don't have to, like, why? There's enough trash in the orbiting Kerbal that we at some point probably want to collect and either reuse for some seismic missions or, you know what I mean. Yeah, and the whales. Don't forget about the whales. So 300 meters. We should be alright. Still, I don't get it. Like, we have a big one here, a big one there, 2 small ones, right? And then 3 big ones on the tail end. With the engine gone, pretty much the main weight gone. Why is this still pointing downwards? I don't understand, with most of the chutes being down there. Don't get it. Because those fins definitely do not make that big of a difference. Weight-wise. So I really wonder why this is coming down with this end first. that was a picture book landing. Except for the engine. I know. No, I actually had it reusable for a few flights. But since we just had to get into an escape trajectory out of Kerbin's sphere of influence, I didn't bother. So I shoot up those with the same lower stage and pretty much saved all of them. And we have like 3 of those missions going right now. Pretty much one for every. This goes for Kerbin, then there is one heading for the Man. Where is it? There. This, no, not Kerbin, Periapsis. There. The Man Polar Orbiter is one of these. And then we have another one heading for Minmus. Doing our Minmus mission. So this is going to be next, so let's warp here, I guess. Time warp complete. So now, here I want to have a maneuver node, and we need to go like turn around that way. So that should be it. And then also no, that's the right direction. Like such. No. Like such. But the angle's not alright. Hold on. No. More like this. That should be about right, I guess. This is 530. Come on. All right. And we need to burn in 4 hours and 9 minutes. Let's create an alarm. 4 hours and 5 minutes, I'd say, is all right. Burn. Add alarm. Burn. So action required. We don't need that anymore. That was this vessel, so let's delete that. Ta-da! Engines, 3 million, no. Hold on. Who's next on the list? Approach Man orbit in 1 hour something. Let's quickly check what such a skipper engine was. I think it's 3K. 3K or 30K or something. Skipper. No. There is it. That is 5,300. So, pretty much nothing. I mean, I don't know if you were there already, but I just spent 2.5 million on upgrading everything to full level, because I was wondering, like, when I am able to get rid of all the green lines, but it doesn't tell me where can I set the here. No, I want I just want the primary connection. Where's that one? Anyway, I think we still have Focus, Kerbal and Experiment Station. Where is that one? Oh, that's near the roll field. Then we have Natalie's heap. Yeah, that's orbiting here. That's debris. Man Mission 1 ship. Oh yeah, that's landed. That was something. Ship debris. Man Mission 1 ship debris. What is that? Because probably we can just terminate that. Yeah, I think we can terminate that. Man Mission 1 ship debris. Let's just terminate that. We are not going to send something out to collect that piece, because that really would not be cost effective. Man Mission 1 ship debris. Man Mission 1 rover debris. Aha. What are you? This is not a stable orbit because the man is going to come and interfere with you. So let's see, what are you? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Ah, yeah, nice little piece of stuff. Any fuel left? Nope. Yeah, that was the lander and engine. That would probably make a really well for a seismic measurement, seismic impact into something. What else do we have? Man Mission 1 man debris. What's that? Oh right, I think that was one of, yeah, that was part of the rescue mission. Why are you? Oh, you're just barely missing atmospheric re-entry. Interesting. So that is a candidate for smashing it into the ground next to the space center for seismic readings. Okay. Let's get to that craft. Oh, right, our tourists. Haha. Get a bit more sun, guys. We want those batteries being charged. I mean, actually we can roll out the gear. So where is the man? Ah, over there. Yeah. So we should soon be. Let's keep that open and then accelerate time. Man approach being the man polar orbiter. Am I right? Let's accelerate time. In an hour. Ta-dum. I mean, this is probably barely out of the man's sphere of influence. The distance of this orbit to the man, because now we are actually entering the sphere of influence with that thing. So I just hope this is a stable orbit they are sending us on. Approach man orbit. Yes, I know. Delete that. So, oh nice, we are coming in nicely. So let's make a maneuver to periapsis, why not? Then let's slow down. Like such, but also let's... No, wrong direction. Because we have a target. Actually, let's move a little bit further. Can we... Oh yeah, I could switch to... No. No, gimme... Yes. Yes, like such. And then... Normal, auto normal, like such. And this means we are pretty much on the right track already. And still have 0.7 degrees. Yeah, and that's a 323.3 meter per second burn. Me likes. We still have like 3,000 something left. And that happens in 1 hour and 21 minutes. Create an alarm. 1 hour. And 17 minutes. Link to vessel. Burn. Auto-saving. Add alarm. So that's that one, that's the other one. Then Man Approach is next. Switch to that level. Polaris Dusk. Polaris Dusk. That is Polaris is a not a space agency. What is that? A company. Anyway, you are talking about an actual real world engine, am I right? I am so, yeah, more into playing the games than actually. Okay, so here we are entering the Man sphere of influence. And then we will have to Man periapsis, yada yada yada. Let's focus on the Man. Okay, so we are coming around here-ish. And we want to get into a polar orbit. Well, gladly we have 1,700 something meters per second left. So, I would suggest, first we are slowing down. So, then we are going to make a inclination change. Actually, you know what? We probably should do that like such. Slow down further. So we have the periapsis around here. Because then we are closer to yeah, and then we do a inclination change there. For inclination changes, always do them on the further away sides. For acceleration and deceleration, do them on the other side. Hold on, we are coming around like this. And we want to end up like this, so we need to go that away. Oh, kind of like that, I guess. Hold on. Let's align the green on top of each other. Bit further like such. Yeah. That should work. And then we can adjust like around periapsis, then reduce apoapsis, and you know. Is that right though? I think I did it right. Hey Flurp! I am... What? I am winning, son. Wrong game for winning. It's not about winning, it's about playing. But we are making great progress, if that also suffices your question. So we have that planned out. That was the man approach, am I right? Yeah, that's craft. Okay, let's speed up time. So in this game, basically there are no limits. You can explore the entire solar system, and for example, if we go to Jewel, this has like lots of additional moons and stuff, and all of them are entirely explorable. You can walk on them and do missions on them and all that stuff. So there is no winning in that sense. It's just like, what do you want to achieve? And for now the goal is, let me quickly show you. For now the goal is to get into, like, we have 3 missions going right now, and they are going to stay in space for quite a while, but when they return, they have return crafts. We are probably then going to be able to pretty much unlock the rest of the tech tree, which is cool because then we have like all the great stuff for building really cool SSTOs and SSTAs and such. So yeah, winning is the wrong term to talk about it. On some missions, the game about not going insane. On some missions, the game is about not going insane. Indeed, yes. So Family Gourmet probably has a lot, whatever experience with Kerbal Space Program. I guess, yeah, actually, for this playthrough, I try to avoid those missions which are, you know, sucking. Which one is that? Hold on. That is the Manpolar Orbiter. Man approach. That's the Manpolar Orbiter. Am I right? Yes. So we planned some maneuvers for you. So I guess now we don't need that much. Oh yeah, we need to figure out 2 hours 42 minutes. Let's add that. Hello? 2 hours 35, let's say. I like to have some leeway. Burn. But this man approach in 43 minutes, that was here, am I right? Yeah, we can delete that one, I guess. So we have one in 1 hour, one in 2 hours, and one in 2.5 hours. And then in 2 days and 5 hours, another one. And then this is the infrared sentinel microscope thing. So let's hop to this craft. Ah, this is our tourist bus. Yeah. Knew it. Come on. Get on the proper thing. Yeah, let's warp here. cancel the time warp. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. So now we are 4 minutes in and we need to burn for 1 minute. Yeah, single nerve engine. That's going to be a pretty long burn. But I mean, we still have so much Delta V left. Actually, let's speed this up, shall we? "30 seconds in." Okay, 28. 23, 22, 20, 19, 18. Ooh, man, this clock is so intense. I like to watch this stuff. I find this fascinating. So we are pretty much pushing this up to orbital height of the Mun to then get a to then make this thing close, meaning we are getting the same speed as the Mun. Even higher. Actually, we should probably point at the marker. Just saying. Normally turns out to be a good idea. So 30, 20, 10, 9. Let's stop there. Think that's good enough. So what do we have? We want to meet with this craft, and we are pretty much let's first do a correction of that thing to make this 0. Alright, that looks about right. Then we also need our apoapsis to become the apoapsis of that thing. So I want not gonna work. Let's see if we can. No, other direction, like such. So apoapsis higher. So our apoapsis is, and the other apoapsis is 468. That's actually pretty perfect. Like 30 meters in between. So the other craft is going to come around faster. And here we have a difference of around 30k, 20k, 25k. So it is going to take a few cycles, but then the other craft is going to get closer to us. Yeah, I like that. It's just a 4.7 meter per second burn in 16 minutes. Let's see, in 51 minutes we have another thing going, so we just speed this up again. Some missions are really crazy, yeah. Like, personally, I don't like Eve that much. Thing is, like with the dense atmosphere and such, I'm kind of, you know. On the other hand, it would provide a real challenge. But the thing is, like pretty much in all my playthroughs, I am ending up with so many missions going on simultaneously. And for this playthrough, I was like, okay, look, you have to finish a celestial body somewhere. Like, just don't take any missions to that body anymore. So we are pretty much done with the man after that one. And then you do some Minmus missions until you have all the science, right? I mean, we pretty much exploited the man for... You saw the tech tree, right? Minmus, that other probe thing is going to be the first probe to actually enter its sphere of influence. So that's probably going to give us the first two Minmus missions, like the one flyby and the one orbit, because we are definitely going to make it orbit the thing because of the blue box can gravioli thing, whatever. There we go. All right, let's see. So angle 0, nice. Our apoapsis. Okay, we are a bit higher than, yeah, like 790 meters. That's all right though. But we are really high on that regard. So the question is, like right now we are on the total opposite side. So this is going to take a few cycles around that thing. We are going to have to plan this out manually, I guess. Let's switch over to that craft. Actually, I think I'm going to take a little break. Oh, hold on. Let's adjust this like such. Better, because we really want these aligned. That should be about right. Eventually, after this burn, the mission is already finished. I am not sure though. I mean, we still have some deviation. So this comes up in 37 minutes. Stay there. Stay on the mark. Hello. That's probably about right. And this is a 1 minute burn. So let me quickly head over here, and then I'm going to be actually let me, you know, I'm a streamer, I should probably beg for more likes and subscribes, and then I'll be right back, taking about 2-3 minutes. Be right back. Kerbal Space Program is... You haven't missed anything. I am back. Let's quickly turn... No, that was the wrong button. Turn this off. Kerbal Space Program is the ideal game for long extended periods of time. Because missions take so long. Like, I really... those YouTubers which make single videos with one mission, like the amount of time they are spending on that, this is crazy. So yeah, I'm eating some nuts and, you know, stuff. Oh, okay, this is getting pretty close, but it's just like 56 seconds. Is that right? Yeah, that's about right. So yeah, I'm, you know, just streaming this thing. I mean, as long as we are in the Kerbal system, having multiple missions going, that's not... Or let's say it's more excusable. Later in the game, you rather want not to have too many missions going and just focus on one mission and then doing that one. I kind of knew this was somewhat off. Where is our... There's the polar thing. So in 4 minutes, let's actually check how... Since we are around Kerbal, do I have any settings going here? Yes, that's the blue can lock gravity, and that is stored at stuff. Yeah, so 1 and 2. So let's press 1. Awesome. Press 2 and saved. Awesome. So we have a grassland reading. Awesome. And this is highland reading. Okay, cool. Stored. We are still over highlands. So let's point exactly on the marker, please. Da-dum, dum, 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 dum. Let's look at it from here. The chance is given actually that we are finishing that mission. Polar orbit of Kerbal, mystery goo note. So that could become green as soon as we are finished performing this burn. And waited 10 seconds. So that would be cool. Come on, 2 mission, 2 minutes. Let's speed this up a bit. So 16 seconds. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Actually, you need to point at a marker. Really, stop doing that. Point at a marker. Do we have some imbalance there? Stop wiggling around. I think we should be there nearly. Okay, a little bit of thrust. So the last, there we go. Do we have it? Yes. Yeah, awesome. So that mission is complete. Let's get back into there. Let's do another mountains. Yeah, we keep that and store that. What do we have now? Still mountains. Okay, cool. Now, what's next on our list? That thing. Switch to. This now should be the Mancraft, the Man Orbiter craft. Yeah, Man Polar Orbiter. That is that thing where we need to get into this polar orbit. So 31 minutes in. Da -dun -dun, da -dun. Dun, dun. Yeah, we are on target. Three, 2, 1 minute. Me likes. So 40 seconds. Oh, we are first performing a pure retrograde burn. And then we are going to do inclination change. Yeah, makes sense. I wish there would be a thing like okay, let's correct this. And then stop. Perfect. Ah, hold on. Yeah. Okay, so we lost the other node. Let's redo that. Add maneuver. Let's kill that. Let's kill that. Okay. And then we go like over yonder. Add maneuver. Okay. Now let's redo that. So we are coming in that way and we want to go up. Wrong direction, that way. Kind of. And then eventually 91 degrees. Yeah, we are now 91 degrees to it. Yeah. I get it. But that should be pretty much it. Okay, let's get on the north point. Like such. And then this happens in 1 day and 3 hours. That is, I don't like this. So this is 1 day, 2 hours 30. And let's lock that in. Retime. Because like 1 day, 3 hours, that's not precise enough. Okay, so that is the next marker. So we can do warp next, I guess. But so that thing is going, so that's the SOI change. But since we have these two craft, yeah, they're going to need a while until they approach each other. But that craft, that could take further readings of Kerbal. So let's see, where are we at? Kerbal's water, yeah, let's store that. Still Kerbal's water. Still Kerbal's water. Still Kerbal. Let's actually speed up time. Pause. Kerbal Shores. I take that. Let's store that. What do we have now? Still Kerbal Shores. Still Kerbal Shores. Still Kerbal Shores. So this is 30 science each. Not too much. So we really need to make multiple goes around the planet. And since this is such a big orbit, like for this craft, this is going to take ages. But I mean, having multiple of these, like if we have 10, that's 300. Probably not really worth it. Anyway, what we can do is deploy that scanner. And toggle overlay. Does this actually work? Or are we too far out? Yeah, probably too far out. Perform orbital survey. You must be in a stable, hold on, you must be in a stable polar orbit between 60 and... Not gonna happen. Curbing grasslands, we already have grasslands. Oh, this is clipping through the dish. Oh, let's retract that. Retract scanner. Actually, yeah, let's have this more like that. Like that. So, Kerbin's grasslands. We have Kerbin's grasslands already. The big leasing. Where is the sun actually? Over there. So we want to go the other way like this. So just these are hopefully filling up our batteries. Yeah, they're doing good. Well, we had Kerbin's grasslands, got that. So let's hop back to the Mun. So these are going to chase each other for quite a while still. This is going to take a while. Not to say though that we could not also perform these. Let's see. Yeah, okay, cool. So hit one. Man Midlands. Store. Man Midlands, we have that already. Yeah, it's going to take a while. What to do next? We have to retime in 2 hours something and 2 days. You know what, let's head back to the Space Center and let's see what missions are available meantime, because it should be a new day. Do an advanced scan with a rover arm. Bob tree. We did that already. Large scanning arm. No, not wanna do any of that. So let's see. The Polar Orbit, the Minmus Polar Orbit is going to take a while until it gets there. Am I right? Yeah, that's like 3 days nearly. Approaching SOE day. Like 2 days and 2. What's that? 1 day 5 hours, 2 days 1 hour, 2 days 3 hours. Two days 5 hours. Yeah, so this is not going to get us anywhere soon. So we are best sticking with this mission. Demon Polar Orbiter. Let's just advance through time pretty quickly. This is going to take us 1 day, 2 hours and something. Hold on, stop. Let's do over the month's highlands. We want to store that. Then speed up again. Now we should be over that crater. Over the month's highlands, we have highlands. Our east crater, we take that. Let's store that. East crater, okay, still, yep. Let's advance. Next would probably be this canyon thing. East crater, yes. Hold on. Chat, no. No new chat message. Bummer. Still East crater, okay. Now we should be somewhere new. Mans Highlands we have already, okay. Oh, the Mans Midlands. I think we have Midlands already. Let's see. Yeah, can't save that. Hold on. Review data. My Midlands. Throw that away. Actually, let's leave that open. Let's progress. Let's see what's coming here. Still Midlands. Nope. We should somewhere get over these canyons, I hope. No, Midlands is not our goal. No. Nope. Midlands, no. Actually, deploy scanner and then perform orbital survey. Okay. Where are we? Like, are we too far off? We are at the right altitude, are we not? Perform orbital survey. But we need to be in a polar orbit, right? Yeah, polar orbit. That's the thing. Sorry. Okay. So, advance in time. Now we should come over this other feature there. That one. Midlands, no. How about now? No. 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 What's that? No. Highlands we have already. We have Highlands already. I want those canyons. We are probably not going to get over the crater, but we should get the canyons. Come on, speed this up. No. 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 Midlands? No. We can't be far. No. But those are really hard to hit. Actually, are we even getting over them? How is our... Yeah, we are pretty much in an equatorial thing. So around in 8 minutes we should be over that thing. Hopefully. Hopefully. Midlands, I don't care. So 8 minutes. How about no? No. No. We are getting close to the point. Blop. No. No. I hope we can grab those. Where are we at? So we are still collecting data from over here-ish. Yeah. How about no? Overman Midlands, no. 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 I want canyons. Come on. Gimme, gimme. No. 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 Ooh. Hi all. Hey you. So let's see if we can get those readings. No, still Midlands. They should come up any second, I feel. Like we should be above the canyons anytime soon. Let's see. No, not Midlands. No. No. I would hate it if we would pass by them. That would suck. Because getting a reading out of them, because the area is so small. No, not Midlands. But it's again 30 tech that, or tech points that I really would like to have. So map wise, yeah, we are so close. No. Speed is up a bit further. No. Midlands, 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 Lowlands. Keep that, store that. We have Lowlands already. We have Lowlands. And now the canyon should come up. Hopefully. Oh, come on. This is really like time consuming actually to you know, those missions where you actually need to orbit around a celestial body multiple times to get all the science data. This is that is what makes the game so long and drawn out. So the game actually really makes you work for your science. On the other hand, on a polar orbit that is a low polar orbit, you are passing over a celestial body within half an hour. It's just that for the missions, they are picking those orbits which are taking like days for a single orbit to complete. Are we getting canyons or not? Okay, are you in general interested in space games? Because Kerbal Space Program is pretty much the pinnacle of realism regarding space games. Pretty much you are playing a space agency of little green men in pretty much a solar system close to our real life solar system. I mean close, there is still deviations regarding gameplay and such to make it a bit more interesting. But now, Midlands Crater, that's what we want. Store that. Awesome. So, like this game actually teaches you proper orbital mechanics, how stuff actually moves in space, and not like the games normally, like for example operating in a 2D area, you know. Like I mean, I'm also playing Space Haven, right? You probably if you have been following my channel, and I hope you did, you hopefully saw that like Space Haven is a totally different approach. It's like we are making a space game for fun, and there are aliens and robots and we can fight them all, and then we can do, you know, either go with the slavers or go against them or become pirates and whatever. And it pretty much all happens in a 2D plane with an isometrical view on it, so you can build pretty ships and stuff like that. Kerbal Space Program is entirely different to that approach because there are no aliens or robots or stuff. It's just about space and exploration, and Kerbals are pretty much, they like if stuff goes boom. And I wouldn't say it's less of a fun game, but it takes itself a bit more serious. For good reason though, because it's like, this is the game that actually brought thousands of nerd kids and made them apply at NASA for becoming astronauts and such. Because of this game. So yeah, you kind of have to be a bit of a space nerd to enjoy that. It doesn't matter. The good thing is you are here now. It is pretty in-depth. Ah, okay, we are again over lowlands. So what would be the next feature on our tour? So we have this crater. So yeah, this is pretty much how really stuff moves around celestial bodies. You have to exactly know when to accelerate and stuff, and you know, yeah. So I'd say we go about there-ish and then take another reading. I mean, it still is a game. So the game kind of also teaches you what to do, so it's not too bad. Midlands, okay. But pretty much if you want to play this, this is one of those games where you actually want to visit the wiki and read stuff up. Because later then, when it comes to interplanetary travel, to explore the entire solar system, like you need to know like how much delta V do I need to get somewhere. Delta V being okay, so here on the left you see that the engine, for example, we are using has an ISP of 800 seconds. SP stands for specific pulse. This means that is a very efficient engine. Then the thrust the engine produces is 60 kilonewton, and then thrust to weight ratio, this means we now have 5.13. If this, for example, is below 1, your craft is not going to actually lift off, because your thrust is too low to push the mass of your craft off the ground. Okay, so you have to consider all this stuff, and also remember like, okay, how much energy do I need, for example, to actually get into orbit? Okay, that's 3,400 meters per second in delta V. Now you're just in orbit. Okay, so how much delta V do I need to get to the Mun in this case? That's 890 something to get into an orbit of the Mun, or to at least pass by, and that's it. Then it's another something to get into the orbit, and from the orbit then it's another some delta V to actually land on the Mun. And pretty much there are maps made by the community which pretty much show you how much fuel you need to get somewhere. So it's pretty much a nerd game. It is a nerd game, but actually I also love it for that. It's so, how to say that? It's so chill to play. Like, yeah. Probably want to warp over here. And then take another reading. Midlands again. Warp over there. Still Midlands. Dun, 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 dun. Let's just say it's it simulates you can time warp, yes, but besides the ability to time warp, pretty much everything is calculated in how time would actually progress between stuff. Without the time warp, for example, to get to Eve, that's this blue planet over there, a mission there lasts about 7 years, like in-game time. So without the ability to time warp, nobody would probably play this game. So they are trying to keep it as realistic as possible. That would, for example, be like a mission to Venus in our solar system. Moho here is a mission to Neptune. So out here, like Duna is Mars, or is the Mars equivalent. Unknown object, whatever. Dress is Saturn, Icing, and Jewel is like Jupiter, with its several moons to explore. And around here, Ilu, that represents pretty much, what is it? Uranus or something like that. And yeah, even, making these changes in angulation, you see most of the solar system is in one plane, but some planets are off. Just doing these is requires so much fuel to actually just do that. Yeah. Mercury. So Neptune, Mercury. So Mars, Saturn, Jupiter, Neptune. Yeah, could be Neptune, yes. I mean, the in-game names are different because it's had not the same amount of moons and stuff, but it's more like to be actually playable, you know what I mean? But pretty much our solar system is kind of a blueprint of how to create this game world. So you can land on the Mun. I did it in previous videos. You can drive around in a rover, and then suddenly you feel like how big this celestial body actually is. I mean, you can drive for an hour and pretty much you just covered this kind of distance, like an hour. Like, yeah, I mean, the thing is, because of the low gravity, you are probably most of the time flying uncontrollably and then crashing, because if your rover loses contact to the ground because of too high speeds and then a bump in the ground, you most likely are not ending up on your wheels again, which then has not so fortunate consequences. Get the idea? So what I'm doing now is, let me quickly show you the craft. So up here I have a return craft, and this has this blue can here, okay? And this blue can scan stuff. Now here I have laid customized keys. With pressing the one key, I activate this can and make it lock the gravitational forces in regards to the celestial body we are surrounding. And then I have a science experiment storage unit here that can store that stuff, and I put this on the 2 button. So pretty much what I'm doing is I'm constantly scanning for a new biome. So Man Midlands we have already, so we don't need this experiment. But if something new would pop up here, I would like to catch that and store that in the science container, to then later decouple that craft and send it back to Kerbal, because we are, you see here, if we keep the experiment and store it, we get the full science value. If we transmit it with antennas, we get less of it. So, because this craft is supposed to go in a polar orbit, polar meaning we are going pretty much up and down around a celestial body. This means because the celestial body is turning below us, we are can scan the entire surface of the planet over time. The thing is, like once we have filled this canister with all the science data, then we can send it back to our planet and get the full science. So you are not, it's not like, normally in a game you play to win and such. Here you are not fighting anything or stuff. Here it's just about, can you manage to, you know, do all these celestial maneuvers and, you know, do all this space stuff. And it's, yeah, it is fun because the Kerbals are crazy green little aliens. And for example, let me quickly hear that? Okay? And they pretty much love stuff that goes boom. Or for example, if we get into this hangar where we are building crafts, you know, they're all running around and stuff. Hold on, where is... Can I... Yes. See that? They are all, you know. And you actually also have pilots which do stuff, so we don't need that anymore. And I don't know. It's just, this is definitely a casual game, kind of like a nerd casual game, because you need time to play it, and pretty much most of the time you are waiting for stuff to happen. This was the craft we were at. Yes. Oh, hold on. You were writing something. Spots. Lol, lay off the yeet with the buggy. Everyone loves stuff that goes boom. Yes. That's kind of cool. By the way, thanks Butts for tuning in again. So let me quickly check the other mission we have around here. So just to show you, for example, here we have our Man tourist bus. This is how I named this craft. It's pretty much a capsule, 2 modules for bringing passengers along, a heat shield here, and then like one of the most efficient engines, yada yada yada, all that stuff. And this is transporting tourists. because as soon as your space agency gets some kind of reputation, people are willing to pay money for you to orbit around the Mun, suborbital space flight on Kerbal, land on the Mun, you know, stuff. So I had 2 tourist missions and I decided to do them both at the same time. And since we have 1 seat left, I also picked up a mission to save Jomon Kerman. Jomon, yes. So Jomon Kerman, let me show you on the map. Jomon Kerman is in this capsule. Hold on. There, Jomon shipwreck. So pretty much the mission is that guy just stranded here and can't get anywhere out from here, and we need to save him. So, how orbital mechanics work are, we are now pretty much on the opposite side of an orbit, right? But our orbit is higher on one side. Like the periapsis is like 363,000 kilometers and his is 338,000. Meaning, we are in a higher orbit. This means as he is in a lower orbit, his capsule is going to pass around the Mun in a shorter window of time. Meaning, if we go around the Mun long enough, his capsule somewhere is going to catch up with ours. And hopefully, it's going to do that on this side, where pretty much our orbits align very well. So, I mean, we can all, of course, react to his capsule getting closer and then make adjustments so this actually happens. And then, as soon as his capsule is like 2 kilometers in separation to ours, we can actually take control over his, make him leave his capsule, activate his the thrusters on his spacesuit, and then fly him over to ours. And then continue our mission. But until we have him, we pretty much are going around and around and around, because knowing that at some point, just because he's on a lower orbit, his capsule is going to catch up with ours. Know what I mean? Also, like, you actually understand how, or you start to understand how maneuvering in space actually works. Like, you do not try to accelerate towards somewhere where you want to go, because since everything is on round orbits around some celestial body, that doesn't work, because the direction always changes, meaning the time you are at that point where the other craft was when you started accelerating towards it. So then you wait like for an hour to get there, then the other craft is at a totally different position, but you are still going that direction, which is now a wrong direction. Know what I mean? So you really have to work with all these orbital mechanics to actually figure out like how to get there, you know? So I mean, Kerbal Space Program had pretty much same issue like City Skylines. City Skylines 1, great game. Kerbal Space Programs, great, awesome game. Like, also tons of mods and such. I pretty much play vanilla, like just 2 mods. But actually, let's switch to that craft because we can check for readings. But we have Midlands. But with Kerbal Space Program 2, yeah, they failed to deliver, but even more drastically. I mean, with City Skylines 2, we still have the same company developing it, Colossal Order, right? In regards of Kerbal Space Program, the company that has the rights gave the development to a different studio, and then by contract prevented that new studio from actually getting into contact with the original developers of the original game. So Kerbal Space Program 2 is like, it's a real disaster. Like, I mean, with City Skylines we at least have somewhat reassembling what the game should be about, but Kerbal Space Program 2 is pretty much very, very nice graphics, but the gameplay is screwed. Like, yeah. It's a really sad story, to be honest. And the thing is, like, I know you're also a little bit of an older guy. When we have like these games which are really captivating us and which, like, they are gems, right? So we actually really want to keep them in our hearts because we know the probability of getting somewhat close to reassembling the original feel, those chances are pretty slim, you know. I mean, it's different with other games like the next GTA or the next FIFA or something. I mean, if you have played the version of 1 year, you pretty much know how the game is, right? Yeah. Really well shafted. Awesome graphics though. Awesome graphics, but the graphics do not make a game. You know, the game mechanics and how it plays out, that makes a game. Not the graphics are a bonus on top. And which is also why, I don't know if you ever watched one of my Space Haven series. This is a 3 developer indie team making, like, the graphics is pixel art, but the game, like the mechanics in the game and how this game works and what you can do in it, this is golden. Like, this is a real gem, you know what I mean? Same for Kerbal Space Program. I mean, it is what it is. It's a casual nerd game for space enthusiasts, right? City Skylines is also a pretty niche game, right? I mean, you need to become a city builder. If you consider, like, what was the peak numbers on Steam playing that game, like 60 or 70k, I don't know, like, compare that to any popular shooter, you know, entirely different numbers. So it's also a niche nerd game, and I kind of love games which are you know, which just deliver. Actually, how about, let's save here. Let's make this the 14 because nothing bad happened, everything worked alright. And then let's hop into the Space Center. Let me just show you something. Eventually in this playthrough we have unlocked the parts, so I can actually show you something nice. I'm not sure though, because we still have to unlock most of the tech tree. But eventually this would work. So I want to load, and I want to load from my default game. And you already see these red thingies tell me I can't build this thing because of limitations and unlocked parts. Minmus, no. Yeah, I built entire stations. I mean, eventually we are just locking over to the other safe. But I have something really nice here. Just so you understand. There we go. So, what's this? This is a working quadcopter. Okay? So, this is a battery. This is 2 batteries up here. This is one of the science modules. This is another. This is another. This is another. And I had to. And this is another. So, this craft, first of all, with this button, you are getting the center of mass, which has to be in the right center, because otherwise you would have to make, you know. So I balance this out now. Then we have with this button that does nothing because it's the thrust overlay and this thing doesn't have any thrusters. And this is the aerodynamics overlay. Since this doesn't have wings, there's no aerodynamics overlay. But these are landing legs. These are solar panels, and those are rotors and stuff. Let's launch this. And then let me show you something. Good gameplay. What? Let me quickly read up here. Yeah, the mechanics made it a gem. Exactly. Good gameplay, brings out graphics, or yeah. I mean, graphics are great and all, but that's not what people want. People want great games. So, I am activating the legs. Okay, so now it's standing on its legs. Then I'm activating the lights. Woohoo! See, lights down there. Here and on that side. And now I am activating stability assist. Stability assist, pretty much down here we have a reaction wheel component, like a gyroscope, that actually prevents the craft from doing stuff we do not want. And now we can also extend this antenna. Okay, right. And now we are throttling up. Woohoo! Throttling down a bit. And then we go like over there. Then back. Further back. Like this. Reduce the throttle. The throttle pretty much just says how fast the rotors spin. And now this would be perfect, for example, a planetary body where we could do measurements in the atmosphere, you know. Okay, so we need to hold on like this. No. Oh, no, wrong direction. Ah, yeah, I screwed up. Okay. Revert to vehicle assembly. Anyway, you get the idea, right? You can actually build such craft. Let's get over to the spaceplane hangar. Let's get rid of that, to be honest. Here you build, like, for now, planes. But as soon as... Okay, let's quickly get into the tech tree. Okay, so pretty much in this tree are then the space shuttle parts with, you know, this is a crew module, this is a hangar module, a hangar module with, I can't unlock them right now because I don't have the tech available. And here we have the pretty much the big delta wings and the flaps and, you know, the rudder and yada 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 yada. And the game actually is oriented around Earth's history of space travel. So for example, one of the first parts you get is like this old command pod thing. There's also a Sputnik one. Let me, yeah, there. The now it's named differently. Let's see if I can find it. Because I think it's also named Sputnik. If I'm not entirely mistaken. Yeah. Like this is, yeah. No, they named it differently. Yeah, stay Putnik. So this is pretty much a probe core in the game. Like it has a function of a probe core. A probe core is the central computer that does stuff. And that also has an antenna to receive signals from the Kerbal Space Center to steer it. Hold on, let me read up. But cool drone, yes, thank you. So, they actually oriented themselves on like how our space travel developed and then put it in a tech tree and made a game out of it, and this is so cool. And then we also have like future tech. For example, this is ion propulsion here. Ion engines are very low thrust, but can burn, like, need hardly any fuel. What's the ISP? ISP engine here, 4,200 in vacuum. This thing requires so few fuel, it requires xenon gas, which then is ionized, and because of the ionization it creates very low amounts of thrust, but constant thrust, meaning a craft equipped with such an engine accelerates over time spans of years with very low but constant acceleration. You know what I mean? So this is great for interstellar or missions to other galaxies and stuff like that. Then we have, you know, I just like the mix of, okay, we have this Earth's history of space travel. How about we give that to Green Man and then actually make a game out of it, but we keep historical references and parts. And you could build a space shuttle in this game. Like, people did that. Space shuttle actually is pretty difficult to fly because, okay, let's explain about space planes a little bit. I can't build a space plane right now because not unlocked parts, but I can show you how to build a plane. Let's actually say, yeah, let's use this. This is the Mark II cockpit, so we now get a tank of sorts. Like normal engine, normal fuel. Hold on. Like such, and then like such a dual engine thing. And then we need thrusters of sorts, like these. Let's put 2 on them. So this is mirror mode, and if I press R, this would be radial mode. So you need to pick the right one for your craft, because this is not a round craft where you want to have stuff on opposite side. This is a mirrored craft. because it is supposed to be a plane. Anyway, so we have engines. Now engines need intake air to function. Do we have RAM intakes? Yes. So let's put some RAM intakes on that thing. Probably below. Like such. And another set. Now, here are all the controls. I could move them like, yeah, fine tune and everything, but we're not going to get into this for now. So, now, this is the center of mass. This is the center of thrust. This is the center of aerodynamics because these parts are also acting as wings. To actually have a functional plane, you need to have this behind the center of mass and slightly up. The thing is, your fuel tanks, if you empty the fuel, the center of mass shifts. So you need to keep that in mind, especially with that fuel tank here at the end. If we empty this, the center of mass is shifting forward. See what I mean? So, to actually build a proper working plane, you know, let's do something like this, and then we need some flaps. Why not? So, going into here, turn these around. Like such, okay. Then we probably could adjust them a little bit. And now we can place shift for smoother movement. Like, I'm not going to go in depth here. But, and then we want some winglets. We can put them on that thing like, hold on, like such. And then, okay, we now want to switch over from local to absolute placement. Make them like this, and then also like such. Probably adjusting height a little bit. Should be alright. Should be alright. Okay, so now you see from the side view, because of these winglets sticking out at the back, and they still have a little bit of surface pointing downward, that our center of aerodynamics is slightly above the center of mass. Okay, now, center of mass. To actually get off the ground, let's see, we have medium landing gears, that's fine. Let's use these, putting them there. And then let's turn them around. Something like that. Now, to actually get a craft off ground, you want the rear wheels to be slightly behind the center of mass. So most of the plane's weight is on the rear wheels. So probably a little bit further forward and actually a bit down, something like that. And then front wheel, a single one, no single one, so we turn this off, like no symmetry anymore. Putting that bam in the middle. Yeah. This should fly now. Let's check who is in charge of flying. We don't want to lose you, guy. Valentina, that's alright. Let's use something else. Here, Koga is a pilot. And then let's not save this, just go, you know, out there. Actually, they really put Easter eggs in the game. For example, you can visit certain planets. See that thing over there? We could visit that and that would be a like a monolith stone. So I activated stability assist for our flight. Then we can throttle up. First we hit space to actually start the engines. Okay. Then we need to face along the runway. For some reason, oh yeah. See our our front wheel is not positioned correctly. Actually, probably want to do it that way and eventually move these further up. All right, let's do that again. And then on some planets there are like unique, for example, Moho, there was a bug. The developers accidentally created a hole where pretty much the surface texture dipped really low, and once people found that, everybody was about like, hey, let's explore the Moho. And then people got crazy about it, and with the development of Kerbal Space Program 2, they decided to now get the gear in, and we have a flying plane. Actually, steering such stuff is quite intense in regards of mental, because you need to be really concentrated on it, and it's not the best plane there. So the game is getting even better the more parts you have unlocked, because actually, let's quit to main menu. I saved, so leave that anyway. Let me get you over to another save file, because this is my, like, yeah, so many crazy missions going on there. It's less, how to say that, it's more convoluted with missions going on, so I'm having a hard time. Actually, let's check. Load save. We are at day, let me quickly check. That's year 2, day 55, 2 hours 26. Load save. Year 2, day 54, 5 hours 20. Flights 30. Contracts 10. Yeah, flights 30. Actually, let's just save this game. Cancel. Save game. Let's create another save file so I can return here. Actually, I really would have to get into, you know, what's going on here. We have missions all over the place. So you see, we have left Kerbin and Icing, and we have missions going, you know, to Eve, and you know, it's further progressed, and as you can see, like, tons of stuff going on. But what I wanted to show you is when it then really gets interesting. So you get in here. And normally, like here on Earth, we are still shooting rockets up, which is probably not the most efficient way of doing stuff. I mean, Elon is doing a great job with SpaceX and such, but and of course, like you can't translate a game to real world. It's not that easy. So that thing, it's a smaller thing, but this is pretty much a chemical generator that turns ore you are mining into fuel. In here are drills, like for mining. And that thing is equipped with a set of engines. These are great for thrust in vacuum. Not the most amount of thrust, but very efficient. And these engines are great for, within the atmosphere, and they are great at acceleration. So we want to launch this craft, but we do not want any crew because it has a probe core that could control this entire craft as a drone. Let's call this test flight. And so just you get an idea of where I want to get in our hold on, what have you written? Lol, Elon is a bell. I'll get more Mars before he does. Okay. The thing is also, like with the press of a button, I can turn these on and off because I configured the plane like this, you know? Okay, so with this kind of plane, what you want to do is, here we have the thrust to weight ratio. What you want to do is, you want to go level as low as possible to get as fast as possible, because once we cross the 440 meters per second mark, those engines are going to go crazy. See that thrust to weight ratio constantly increasing? So, and now we are really ramping up speeds. So much speed that as soon as we get, like the atmosphere is around like Earth's atmosphere, like it's layers of atmosphere. The densest is between 0 meters like sea level to 10 kilometers. And then from 10 kilometers to 20 kilometers, it's like, yeah, bit less dense, still pretty. Then pretty much you get thinner and thinner layers of atmosphere until you escape the atmosphere at around 70 kilometers. Now what this plane does is it's accelerating so fast. Actually, I probably should turn this down a bit. It's accelerating so fast that we are going to blast through the atmosphere until the engines do not get enough air anymore to excel us properly forward. So they are also mimicking all these particle effects. For a plane to actually go at these speeds, like on Earth, you really need that plating of the space shuttle to actually withstand the heat of atmosphere pressing there. So we are now at 10 kilometers, and now I'm ramping up the engines again to go even faster. So we are at 1,200 something. We are going to lose air around 20k, so 20,000 meters. And then those engines are going to switch into closed circle mode, meaning they are burning, instead of intake air, they are using oxygen from tanks which they have aboard. So moment should come every second now. Yeah, now we are losing thrust. You hear it also in the volume. So we are switching over. And then above 30 kilometers, I want to turn those engines off and instead do the rest of the burn with our nerve engines, which are pretty much nuclear engines. And what we did now is we pretty much accelerated so fast. We still need our engines. We need this to be higher. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now we are following prograde, meaning we are following the line this takes. So we are getting really out of the atmosphere. We do not need to accelerate right now. We just need to make sure that our speed does not decrease, okay? Because we are going to get to orbital velocity at around 2,300 meters per second. This means we are falling faster sideways than our celestial body is going to pull us in. So pretty much we are falling but missing all the time. So all we need to do is to get to this velocity around when we are reaching apoapsis, which is why I want to accelerate as few as possible without actually losing speed. So we are now, it takes us 3 minutes and 24 seconds to get there. So we want to get there faster than the timer is increasing. That's no good. We want to get there fast. Okay, we are out of the atmosphere, so we can just stop accelerating and then have a maneuver here with which we are then going to put ourselves into an orbit. Yeah. So, get the rough idea. Doing this with a plane that is able to accelerate that fast through the atmosphere is probably the most elegant way of doing it. The thing is though, we need those engines in real life. There are developments in that regard, but we are still not there yet. But if so, the cool thing about such a plane is it could carry a payload and then would return in one piece, like the same what Elon is doing with his rockets. And I really want to get to the stage where we can use these in the other playthrough, because there are really crazy things in there. So let's revert this flight, get back into the spaceplane hangar. And let me show you... Let me show you the... Where is... Yeah. So, now we're talking. This is... Yeah. Going crazy in the game, kind of. And actually it's it flies. It flies, it can perform the job, and it can carry a really big payload. And the cool thing is it can land on any celestial body, refuel, and then go back. Eve is critical because Eve is like Venus, like really dense atmosphere. So most likely, I do not know if it actually would could sustain the heat from atmospheric re-entry. So yeah. Hold on, what are you saying? Thunderbird 2? Yeah. You know, this is... It's a building game, like City Skylines, like pretty much all the other games I play. You can build stuff, and then you can test stuff out. But sadly, this game is so dense with... like doing all this mission stuff. And yeah. What's that? Ah! Okay. So this is a drone. This drone pretty much goes to another celestial body with like Minmus, which has a very low gravity. This stage pretty much just gets it out of into Kerbin's orbit, and then it pretty much generates fuel there, refuels itself, and then brings that fuel back to Kerbin. And it is designed, hold on, I can show you something. This plane is designed like a glider, so when it does re-enter the atmosphere, it is self-correcting and stabilizing its flight without any interaction from myself, because all the aerodynamics is figured out in that way. So it pretty much let me show you what I mean. Glider. I think it's called glider. Auto Super Rover. No. Ah, hold on. Wrong lap. No, we don't need you here. Let's load this. Glider. Hold on, let's get the version 2. Okay. Yeah. Let's launch that. So, physics calculations regarding aerodynamics, thrust, and all that stuff. The game actually is pretty accurate. So, it is great for simulating stuff. So, let's get us up into the air. going to take a while. But then we have the most chill gameplay. Sadly, it's not day right now, but you probably are going to get the idea anyway. Because the game is so great at actually physics, I decided...
Wow, we have a new subscriber. Awesome.
Woo! Who is our new subscriber? Vixadna. Awesome. Cool. Welcome. So, because the game is so great at physics, I decided to build something that really helps you crush time. And that's this thing. Let's loosen that up and put it like such. Ooh. So, this is free spinning for now, right? It's falling. But you will see in a second, as soon as it gets enough speed, it will do stuff and then pretty much cruise horizontally. Just wait. You see that hopefully? So we are 10,000 meters up, so the atmosphere is not dense enough. But the lower we get, the more it will stabilize and then become going into a horizontal flight, as you can see right now. And it's just that. It's a glider. I can influence it by pressing the buttons. I can try to shove it down, but it won't let me. So let's make a make a loop. So it drops over one time. So it has gears, 3 wheels. It has a reaction wheel at the front. It has a probe core, but it has no engines, nothing like that. All I can do is I can make it go left, right. Okay, now it's going to stall because it was too fast going in there, and as soon as it has slowed down enough, the nose is going to plop down again, and then it's going to go in a different direction again. So let me... Oh yeah, something crashed into the ground, I recall. Yes. So let's... So, now it's stabilizing. Why is it stabilizing? Because, yeah, those rudders in combination with those wings, they are doing their stuff and making these things auto-stabilize. It still is losing speed now, but you get the idea, right? And this is just possible because of the physics engine being, kind of accurate. BRB, go to see a wagon on the weighbridge. Oh, cool. Did something happen to those wings? Yeah, that doesn't look too healthy, to be honest. I probably damaged them. Yeah, let's not get into this. So, back into our old game. Or the game we were playing. Actually get into here. And then the man mission. That one. So, Midlands, don't need that. So, map. Retime. Approaching SOI change, okay. You know what, we could actually look out for, that's a Minmus thing, for that thing, and let's see what biome we have here. Water, we have water. Let's get into here. Actually, I'm thinking let's get a proper screenshot, shall we? Hold on. yeah. So I need to do some screenshot work later. So let's see. Midlands. Not gonna work. Okay, I'll be back in a sec actually. So yeah, taking a short break. Like a minute, not more. Alright, I am back. Let's turn this off again. Get this on the proper thing. So in 5 hours we are reaching that. Midlands, we have Midlands. Let's get here. Still Midlands. Warping around the planet. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see, what do we have? Again, Midlands. Is there no crater coming up? Can't see anything in the dark, to be honest. But there should at some point come another crater. Yeah, we got that. So let's go here. Around the equator there are a few landmarks, but I mean we are going to get them as soon as we are in the polar orbit anyway. Just a matter of time though. But it's probably cool to have them already in such an wide orbit. Just, you know, warping, and see what we get. Midlands. Again, Midlands. We have Midlands. Like, time warp is such an essential thing in this game, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to properly play it. Not in a lifetime. Hoping there's something on the month surface that would give us another reading. No. Just passed our apoapsis. So now we are getting closer to the man again. High over Man's Midlands. Is that actually, is high a different reading? No. So yeah, we have to delete that. Review the data, delete that. Good. Get back into that view. Warp further. We have to retime that soonish. Midlands. What is this? This is another craft, am I right? What's retime? Oh, this is our craft. Our okay. Yeah. Should work. Let's warp here. How far? 2 hours still. Yeah, because yeah. Because those readings were not. We can actually delete that, I think. Since it's the same vessel. Still Midlands. So the sphere of influence is still 5 hours. Still Midlands. Come on. What are these? Oh, that is the Minmus polar orbiter. Okay. Man Midlands. Dun, 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 dun. Stillman Midlands. Now we are just 13 minutes in, so let's speed this up a bit. 7, 6, 5, 4. Slow down. Still Midlands. And soon we have to perform our burn. Like in 3 minutes something. Let's go 10 times speed. 2 minutes. 1 minute. Yes. 40, 30, 20. Slow down. And then we start burning. And then stop. That's looking good. Now we need -1 degree. Okay, that's all right. Now we need to get the periapsis down. So let's burn retrograde to get the periapsis down a bit. Like such. And then have another maneuver at the periapsis. Adjusting the apoapsis. Yeah. Okay, we want the periapsis here, and that's going to be a bit tricky, I feel. Yeah, we are going to perform that burn. And then get the inclination change done and, you know, all that stuff. So we have to perform this in 5 hours. In 5 hours and 27 minutes. Let's create an alarm. 5 hours and 25 minutes. Link to this vessel and burn. Cool. So now this comes up earlier. Let's quickly check. We are still over Man Midlands. But this looks kind of alright. I mean, we still have like 1 degree off, but that's okay. We can do this while being on the lower orbit. I mean, we still have 1,350 something. That's quite a lot. But now we are going over the poles, so at least here we are getting in a new biome where we get more readings, and eventually, if I would know the man biomes a little bit better, I could also probably remember what's happening over yonder on the dark side. But I'm not that good at that. Yeah, we are slightly off. Doesn't matter. We're fine. Anyway, I think let's save this game. And then actually run the outro, because I think I've been streaming for quite a while already. So, thank you everybody for tuning in. I know it probably hasn't been the usual enthusiasm on this stream, but I just decided, you know, have a little chill gameplay and advance with our missions, which are, you know, for extended periods of time in space.